Hey DB, welcome back to our third episode of Conquest Journal. I'm Michael.
I'm Marcos. Let's get started.
A winter storm ravaged through Texas, crippling critical infrastructure.
Leaving millions without power or heat through sub-zero weather. Here's our report on it.
A winter storm ravaged through Texas last week, destroying crippling infrastructure and leaving millions without power.
God! This morning, misery in Texas.
It's really freezing. It's horrible.
Millions statewide spending another night in the dark, without electricity, heat, and for a growing number, running water.
Here we have two Del Valle students with their experiences with the winter storm here in El Paso.
My experience with the storm was really good. My electricity and my water were completely fine, and I'm glad I got to see some snow in the beginning of the year. I know many cities did not have electricity or water, which did cause me to feel very, very sad for them and hope that they were safe and warm. Overall, I feel like this storm really took us by surprise and caused many difficult days for some cities in our state.
My experience with this snowstorm that we recently had would be that it was really cold, as well as I wasn't prepared for it, neither was my family, because it was out of nowhere, so we weren't prepared for it. And how do I feel about other cities and other places not having water or connection or light? I feel sad for those places that had to experience this, especially how our situation is right now, and it's hard enough already being at home. Now imagine without water or light or anything that they could use. So I feel very sad, and I bet it was hard for those people.
Including obviously the heater. So it's about 56 degrees in my apartment, and it's just been miserably cold.
7 million people in Texas have been told to boil tap water before using it after back-to-back winter storms caused power outages at treatment facilities. We know at least 10 people have died in Texas.
The winter storm devastated Texas infrastructure. With a slow recovery plan in place, we wish Texas the best from our team here in Del Valle. Reporting from Conquest Journal, I'm Diego Vera. Signing off.
Doing your taxes is tough, but the Del Valle MBA program found ways to help the community do their taxes.
The Del Valle MBA program is a great opportunity for students to practice doing taxes for themselves and others.
People can actually get their taxes done by us in a lot of different sites. So Del Valle was actually one of the first schools to actually get their to start the Valle tax program. So we can get our taxes done at school.
COVID-19 has put some boundaries between doing in-person tax returns. Because of this, the MBA program has found a new way to still get the job done.
Due to COVID-19, we can't do in-person tax returns. So in order to get your taxes done, just drive up to the back of the school through the curbside with your papers ready.
You will need your social and the social of your dependents. This is very important, and your ID, your tax forms, and if you're doing direct deposit, we will be needing your bank routing number and either the checkings or savings account number as well. Depends where you want the deposit to go to. Make sure to come prepared and with the mask as well, please.
As soon as you get to the curbside, there will be greeters. The greeters will collect your papers, ask you a few questions, make sure you have everything in order, and then they will make copies of it. After they make copies of it, it will be placed in a folder, and then it would be sent up to the tax preparers.
The deadline for the taxes is April 15th. We are doing taxes Mondays and Thursdays, 4 to 8 p.m.
I think that it's important for students to know how to do their own taxes because it's a lot of important knowledge that helps you in life.
So I think this is an important skill to know because taxes is like an everyone kind of thing. Like every adult has to do their taxes. So I think it's important for us to learn how to do it, especially now, because it's a good life skill to have, especially to learn it in high school. It's so important, especially because you might not have that kind of like help later on in life because, well, now you're an adult, you should know that. But in high school, it's like, well, it's time for us to learn that kind of thing.
For more information, contact Ms. Alvarez or Ms. Mendoza. Reporting for Conquest Journal, Alexia Martinez.
The new Medical Science Club is the new frontier, opening doors for medicine at DV. Del Valle has many amazing pathways and we are expanding to new horizons.
Hello, I'm Mr. Benavides and I am the sponsor for the Medical Sciences Club, which was started actually last year. It's going to be a year since we started this club.
Students took the initiative to push for a medical pathway.
So I had a group of students who came up to me and asked me, sir, you know what, we want to create a Medical Sciences Club. And with this Medical Sciences Club, the whole purpose behind it was to offer a springboard for Del Valle students into the medical field.
The Medical Science Club allows us to expose ourselves to the medical field and show us what we must do in order to pursue a career in the medical field.
Some benefits I receive from the club are, just learning about the different jobs and stuff and what we have to do to get to pursue those careers.
The whole purpose behind our club is also to get career exposure, where we have people come in and speak to our students, people who are in the medical field.
Some of us in the medical club, we joined this Texas Tech camp and they showed us a lot about medical school and the medical field and how we could get into a Texas Tech medical school and stuff.
We have some things lined up for these upcoming months, and we're kind of excited about this club. It's something new, it's something different, it's something that's much needed.
We have learned a lot about all the different types of careers in the medical field. Many people think that it's just doctors and nurses, but there's actually way more to it than just those two.
I'm just amazed at the work that our officers have been doing. We have Andrick and Aiden, who are also De La Rosa, who are also officers. They're in the regional science fair as we currently speak. Their projects are being judged.
The Medical Science Club hopes to keep developing the pathway.
And now that we have solidified and we have confirmed a biotechnology, biomedical pathway here at Del Valle, which starts next year, this club's going to be essential in growing that program.
The Medical Science Club will continue to be student-led and allow students to discover their careers.
Really excited with what's to come. The future is wide open. It's bright. We have some great young leaders, and just looking forward and hoping to continue to be their sponsor.
Reporting for Conquest Journal, Michael Lopez.
Destination Imagination is a place to express your creativity.
Let's see their journey to state.
The past DI contest brought a win towards the Valle's DI team, resulting in the team heading into state.
I had bittersweet emotions competing this last time because for a second there, I thought last year would be the last time I would ever compete with the DI team or see them in person. And I was really happy we were able to be given the opportunity to go back to school and compete.
The DI team faced a lot of struggles, but it was nothing to stop them from succeeding.
I would say my struggles would be getting used to being online, as well as the short amount of time we had because, again, we weren't able to meet at school until the week of, and by that end of the week, we had to already submit it. So it was a little stressful, the time limit and the changes that we needed to do since it's never been like this.
And another struggle we had was trying to condense what was usually an 8-minute play into 5 minutes. And that's such a drastic time amount change, especially when you're trying to put a short story together and portray all that you need to, including your challenge and the elements within. And yeah, just trying to get that was a struggle because we did go over time a little bit. But at the end of the day, we got it done.
Preparing for contests, the members have created a technique that helps them out while competing.
So we started preparing by first meeting on Google Meets because we weren't allowed to be on campus yet. So on Google Meets, we started setting up script, costumes, our ideas, our plans, all of that, what needed to get done. I felt really excited about going to state. However, there was a part of me that was sad because, again, due to the pandemic, everything's online. And usually when we would go to state, we would meet people from all over Texas in Dallas, and it was such a great experience. The procedures we took is we didn't meet until we needed to. So the week we needed to submit is the only week we met in person. And even then, we made sure to get COVID tested by the school. And it's only a small group of us. It's 5 of us, 6 including Miss Morse. So in the classroom, we just stayed apart from each other for a good amount. And of course, we wore masks at all times. And we, of course, would use hand sanitizer before and after every meeting just to make sure to keep the precautions
even though we needed to be a little closer than usual.
Congratulations to the DI team and good luck at state. Reporting from Conquest Journal, Clarissa Silvas.
Reading not only increases your knowledge, but it can also be a lot of fun.
Our DV library makes it easy to find the perfect book to get lost in.
Reading is a very important skill that we develop at a young age. Here at Valle, we highly encourage students to pick up a book and read for many reasons, including inspiration, relaxation, enjoyment, and increasing our vocabulary. Many of our very own teachers believe it is very important to read, and here are the reasons why.
There are a million reasons why reading is important. I can go through those reasons, but the true essence of reading is about imagination. It's about the journey. It's about that special place. Growing up, my mom was a librarian aide, and a certain time of year, they would get rid of these library books, and she would bring them home. I couldn't wait for that day because I knew new journeys were to begin. We all know that reading is essential to work. We all know that reading is essential to school. But the one thing we forget, it's essential for us. It's about where we want to go.
Hi everyone. I just wanted to share with you that reading is something that's extremely fun. It's one of those ways you can escape, go to different worlds, and just think a little bit different about your day. Sometimes you're trapped in like boring stuff, but you can always pick up any kind of book or even a comic book and just have fun and escape into a different world. Right now I'm reading Monsters Hunter International, and this is my fun book. So go out, pick the book, and have fun.
Oh, hi DV family. I didn't hear you come in. I was busy reading one of my favorite books. Did you know that reading for pleasure can directly improve your life? It's true. Reading for pleasure can improve dementia, it reduces depression, and it even gives you better empathy skills, which means you can get along with others better. In addition, as teachers, we know that necessary skills would include being able to think critically, and reading as a choice is one of the things that can help you with this. That's amazing, because it's actually something that we like to do. And if you're one of those teachers, or just somebody who says, you know, Ms. Suyo, I'm not really into reading, books are not for me, I say this. It's not that you don't like reading, it's just that you haven't found the right book yet. Keep looking. Stop by the Del Valle Library today.
Our library is open Monday through Friday from 8:15 a.m. through 4:15 p.m., but your student ID is required to check out books. You can also visit delvallahighschoollibrary.weebly.com for more information. Reporting for Conquest Journal, Sebastian Gutierrez.
DV Watch gives us some Netflix recommendations to watch to save you time from scrolling.
Let's check it out.
With this pandemic keeping us in quarantine, we can get bored and lonely fast. But with Netflix around, it makes us staying inside a little bit easier. So here are some movies and TV shows we recommend you watching to save you some time from scrolling through Netflix, because that's annoying.
LA was glamorous, but if you went around to the other side, LA could be a very dark place.
One that will go into a home at night and will kill.
Netflix new series, Night Stalker, details the crime of the serial killer Richard Ramirez, who was known by that name in the press. Richard Ramirez became known as the Night Stalker for the series of rapes and murders he committed in California in the 1980s.
What I liked most about the documentary was that it didn't shy away from the fact that he was a Satan worshiper. For a couple of nights after I watched the documentary, I was kind of freaked out.
I won't scream. I swear upon God. And I swear upon Satan.
A cruel, cruel summer.
For 3 decades, the Child Allocation Bureau has combated catastrophic overpopulation.
In a world where families are allowed only one child due to overpopulation, resourceful identical septuplets must avoid governmental execution and dangerous infighting while investigating the disappearance of one of their own.
I'm going! Run. The trash will soften the impact. It's empty! Sorry.
Sorry.
I think you should branch out. Make some new friends. Nope. You never know what could happen. That's what I'm afraid of.
To All the Boys I've Loved Before is an American teen romantic comedy about a teenager's secret love letters getting mailed to her 5 crushes. Laura Jean finds her quiet high school existence turned upside down.
I'm sorry, what?
What I liked most about the movie was how it related to high school students, but it didn't at the same time. It was about high school students, but it was unrealistic to our actual high school experience. But I think that's what I enjoy about it, is how that's how I wish high school was like.
You never saw me.
Ow.
Sometimes we all need saving.
I need a stretcher and a med bag.
Grey's Anatomy is a medical drama series that focuses on a group of young doctors at Seattle Grace Mercy West Hospital who began their careers at the facility as interns. With 17 seasons, it's still going strong.
You should get some sleep. You look like crap.
I look better than you.
It's not possible.
A high school student with powerful psychic abilities tries to live an ordinary life by keeping his true nature a secret from his many quirky classmates and anyone else he comes across.
アニメ「サイキクソーの災難」再始動編は12月ネットフリックスにて全6話を全世界一斉独占配信予定。ぜひ見てほしい。
Oh, yes. The artist.
I made it into a squirrel.
Carly Shay finds her previously normal life turned upside down when her internet show iCarly becomes an instant smash with young webheads. With her parents traveling, Carly must rely on the help of her friends Sam and Freddie and her quirky brother Spencer.
To me, the show satisfied me. It didn't really disappoint me at all. What caught my attention about the show was that it was really funny to me. I found out about it because my sister was always watching it when we were little.
You invited the dude! That's it! Please stay.
Okay.
There is no need to be scrolling or looking for something to watch on Netflix anymore with these recommendations we have for you. Enjoy watching! Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Signing off, Amber Rosales.
That's it for this week's episode of Conquest Journal.
Signing off.
Oh, snap. I totally forgot. Oh, I brain fat. Redo it. That's it for this. Oh, God. Dang.